Have you ever been in a situation where someone does something a little questionable? Maybe a friend is late, a colleague misses a deadline, or you see a stranger acting a bit oddly. Now, what's your first instinct? Do you immediately assume the worst? Or do you try to see if there might be more to the story? That's where the wonderful expression, "give the benefit of the doubt," comes into play. Think about it for a second. What does it actually mean to give someone the benefit of the doubt? Essentially, it means choosing to believe that someone is being honest or that their intentions are good, even when there might be some reason to suspect otherwise. It's about leaning towards a more charitable interpretation of their actions or words. So, where does this phrase come from? It's believed to have originated in legal contexts, where if there was any doubt about a defendant's guilt, they would be given the benefit of the doubt and considered innocent until proven guilty. This legal principle has found its way into our everyday language, reminding us of the importance of fairness and not jumping to conclusions. Now let's explore the power and beauty of this expression in our daily lives. How often do we find ourselves making snap judgments about people based on incomplete information? Maybe we see someone cut us off in traffic and immediately label them a terrible driver. Or perhaps a friend doesn't return our call right away and we start to think they're ignoring us. In these moments, giving the benefit of the doubt can be a real game changer. That person who cut you off might have been rushing to the hospital. Your friend might have had their phone die or been in a meeting. There could be a multitude of perfectly reasonable explanations that we simply aren't aware of. Choosing to give the benefit of the doubt isn't just about being fair to others. It's also about protecting our own peace of mind. When we immediately assume the worst, it can lead to negative emotions like anger, frustration, and resentment. These feelings can be draining and can strain our relationships. On the other hand, when we choose to extend a little trust and understanding, it can foster empathy and connection. It creates space for open communication and allows for the possibility of a positive explanation. It's a more optimistic way of navigating our interactions with others. Think about the impact it can have on our relationships. If a partner forgets to do something they promised, instead of immediately accusing them of not caring, giving them the benefit of the doubt might lead you to discover they simply had a very busy day and genuinely forgot. This approach opens the door for a calm conversation rather than an immediate argument. It's not always easy, of course. Sometimes our past experiences or our own insecurities might make us more inclined to be suspicious. We might have been hurt or let down in the past, and that can make it harder to trust. But even in those situations, consciously trying to give the benefit of the doubt can be a powerful act of resilience and a step towards healing. The beauty of this expression also lies in its inherent optimism. It reflects a belief in the fundamental goodness of people, a willingness to see the best in them until proven otherwise. It acknowledges that we all make mistakes, we all have bad days, and sometimes things just happen that are beyond our control. But what about when our trust is misplaced? What happens when we give someone the benefit of the doubt and it turns out they weren't being honest or their intentions weren't good? It's true that this can happen, and it can be disappointing or even hurtful. However, living in a constant state of suspicion can be just as damaging, if not more so. Perhaps the key is to find a balance. We don't have to be naive, but we can choose to approach situations with an open mind and a willingness to believe the best until we have clear evidence to the contrary. What if we made a conscious effort today to give the benefit of the doubt in one situation where our first instinct might be to be critical or suspicious? What small shift in our perspective could that create? My friends, giving the benefit of the doubt is a powerful way to foster understanding, build stronger relationships, and cultivate a more positive outlook on the world. It's a simple phrase with profound implications for how we interact with each other and how we experience life. Now, here's a thought for you. What if we lived in a world where everyone always gave each other the benefit of the doubt? How different would our interactions and our society be? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section or on our website at EnglishPlusPodcast.com. And my friends, if you enjoy these short episodes from English Plus, you will love our longer episodes, audio series, and courses on English Plus Podcast. So to find out our latest content, head over to EnglishPlusPodcast.com, and while at it, consider unlocking access to everything English Plus Podcast has to offer by subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Patreon. Thank you for listening. I will see you again soon with another intriguing short from English Plus Podcast.